Good morning, everyone. Today, I, Shasvi Bhati, is here to tell you about cold deserts of Ladakh and flora and fauna. The perfect definition of a hot desert is a large area of land, usually covered with sand, that is hot and has very little water and very few plants. Let us look at these images to understand what is hot desert. But my friends, have you ever thought about a cold desert? Yes, they do exist. Cold deserts are arid ecosystems which receive rainfall less than 25 cm in a year. They are located in the interior of the continent and at high latitude characterized by the temperate climatic condition, hot summer and chilled winter. Let us look at these pictures to understand what is cold desert. Ladakh is a cold desert in India. It lies in the Great Himalayas on the eastern side of Jammu and Kashmir. It has the mighty Karakoram range in the north and in the south. It is bound by the Sanskar mountains. Several rivers flow through Ladakh. Extreme cold temperatures make vegetation in Ladakh extremely sparse, but one can find a little vegetation along rivers, on high slopes, and in irrigated places. People grow barely potatoes, peas, beans, and turnip in vegetable, and apples, apricots, and walnuts in fruits in the irrigated places. Now let us learn about flora, the vegetation or plant life that grows in certain area. This term usually refers more to the native plants than, for example, to an ornamental cactus grow in a garden in Sweden. Now let us learn about fauna. Fauna comes from the Latin names Fauna, a Roman goddess of earth and fertility, the Roman god Faunus, and the related forest spirits called fauns. The term was first used by Carolus Linnaeus in 1745. Fauna is all of the animal life of a particular region or time. The largest kingdom in the Animalia or animals, its members range from very simple invertebrates such as sponges to highly complex mammals such as whales, monkey, and humans. Now let us also learn what are the difference between flora and fauna. The definition of flora is flora represents the plants in a particular region while fauna represents the animals in a particular region. The classification of flora is native flora, agriculture and horticulture flora, weed flora, while the classification of fauna is infauna, epifauna, macrofauna, megafauna, and meofauna. The nutrition of flora responsible for producing rapid and total mobilization to avoid danger, while the nutrition of fauna restores the organism to its normal position. The mobility of flora may be non-mobile, but the mobility of fauna is mobile. Study of flora is known as botany, while the study of fauna is known as zoology. Presence of a cell wall is present in the flora but is absent in the fauna. Chloroplasts are present in the flora but are absent in the fauna. Flora represents all plants while fauna represents all animals. The types of flora are grassland, trees and plants, etc., while the types of fauna are animal, birds, fish and insects, etc. Thank you for watching and have a nice day ahead.